Speaking about the drill music, what do you think about the Fulio situation with Young M.H.? Are you familiar with those
I'm not
guys?
familiar what's going on with that.
Man, it's amazing. They're out of Florida, and they
Jacksonville.
yeah, and they pretty much, they're the ones. I know you probably heard of the song like "Who Smoked,"
And he's
like
and
the
everyone made a comedy out of it.
yeah,
Julio
yeah,
Fulio.
I'm
I
smoking
even
on
thought it was funny
smoking
because I
on this
didn't know.
person or that
Right.
person.
Right, and then he got killed or something like that?
Yes,
Yeah,
recently on his
Okay, I heard
25th
something like
birthday.
that. Okay, I heard
yeah,
about that.
yeah. He got you know the views these guys get? Like the views after Fulio get killed, Young M.H. comes out with a single, and this dude's like over 10 million views.
All right, so Young MH. First of all, I thought you was talking about Young MA.
Shout out to Young
Yeah,
M.A.
Young
So
M.H.
Young
Yeah.
MH. Okay,
Mhm.
so this is a rapper from down there. And what did he come out now, na about Julio's
Yes,
Absolutely.
death? Ah,
absolutely.
okay, and he got 10 million views. And
Oh,
so and so now
it's
people are
ridiculous.
giving him energy, and now he feels like that's what he got to keep doing. And now somebody's gonna fuck around and kill him, and then they're gonna make a na song, and then the cycle
Yeah,
just
they're caught in
continues
that
with the
cycle.
stupid
Yeah.
shit.
Hmm.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Sounds like a vortex of foolishness. Um, where where did we get to the point where disrespecting the dead, even if this was your enemy, was okay?
Yeah.
Like
Going to
because
their graveyard, pissing on the coffins
I
and
think there
bro,
was
taking
actually a
pictures.
video
No, yeah.
of
yo,
Julio
Yeah.
Fulio
and he's not the
urinating,
first one to
and
do
he's
that. I've
not.
seen videos
Yeah.
like that before. It's crazy. I just feel like in my day, somebody older would have been like, "Yo, bro, you don't do no shit like that."
Absolutely.
Like, "Yo, listen, he's dead, man. You did what you leave it alone now, B.
Hmm.
You put that man in the ground. Da 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 da. The fuck you going there and now going to disrespect? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Like somebody would have pulled your coat about some dumb shit like that. Like now you making it to where the fucking son gonna want to grow up and have vengeance against you on some real like a fucking martial arts movie or some shit. I'm gonna fucking get this motherfucker that pissed on my father's grave. Like, you know what I mean? And you can inspire some shit like that in a motherfucker by going that extra mile to disrespect somebody like that. Come on, man. It's just it's.
It's almost as if depravity is a competition of depravity. Who can demonstrate the most removal from goodness? Who can be in the
And that's why
dark
they
the
say they're on
longest?
demon time.
Correct.
Time, yeah.
You see?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We was taught to move at God's speed.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yet these motherfuckers are teaching to be on demon time.
Just a few years ago, they was bragging about being savages.
That wasn't depraved
Yeah,
enough.
exactly.
That wasn't in the dark enough. But a
I'm a
demon
savage. I'm a savage.
is
Right.
as
Is that so?
inhuman as
Right.
who. No, seriously. And even when you see the videos, there is hints of demonic features everywhere. The blackening of the eyes. The frequency of the beat is so low. I remember when we would go, I don't know what they dance to in parties now. I'm really curious to know, because the frequency of the music now doesn't feel good. It feels like something's gonna happen. And I feel drill is very similar to that goth movement that the rock and roll heavy metal kids kind of evolved to later, where we had the Marilyn Manson, I don't, with a very demonic, ghostly look. His audience would be almost in a trance listening to him. And where we saw the emergence of the school shooters, right? Because you got to do something with that energy. right? You can't sit in upstairs, Mom, leave me the hell alone all the time. You feel compelled to do something. And I think drill is very much in aligned with that energy. You know, only they're drilling the same way the school shooters were drilling, right? There's really no rhyme and reason. Y'all not fighting over drug territory. Y'all not fighting over no money. You're fighting over because somebody said your lip was chapped on Instagram, and too many people might have seen it, and now you a little embarrassed, or it's almost as if we're losing what could be considered our best and brightest, which is our young people, to the dark. And I don't know how we bring them back over. How do we get them to not? You guys are not going to recite this at the family cookout when you're 30, 40. You're not. Are you really going to play, dead ops?
You're gonna
at
be
the cookouts
embarrassed
while
to
the
say
kids
some
is
of this
playing?
shit
You're not.
later on
You're going to be embarrassed. We
in front
can
of your
play all of our
grandchildren.
number one hits.
Well, not all of them.
Well, not all of them. Some of them are a little raunchy, but our kids know it. They know the beat when it comes on. Like, oh, it feels good. This doesn't feel good. It doesn't look good.
I'm not gonna act like we came up with perfect hip hop.
Absolutely not.
Because we didn't. We had a
had
lot
a
of
little bit
foul
everything.
shit
We
that
did.
planted the seeds for where we're at today. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Little
Unfortunately.
Kim and all that wasn't as bad as where we're at today. But when she came out with that poster and her
Yeah,
legs were
definitely opened the
spread,
That
door.
was everywhere.
that opened the doors
That was everywhere.
to a lot of the depravity
Yeah.
where we at. So she planted a seed, and then they kept
Absolutely.
watering it, and now we're seeing the fruit. This is the fruit from the tree that people like Kim planted. So we can't let that go either. And we got a lot of rap, groups from the 90s and all of that took niggas down a gangster road, and you know what I mean? Kind of why I feel like they be rewarding Snoop now. Like, thank you for your service type of shit. Like, you helped to steer a lot of people down the wrong road.
I think Snoop
with that
carried
gangster
the
shit.
torch at the Olympics.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's at the Olympics commentating. I don't know if he carried the torch, but he's definitely there. He's definitely over there,
Did he crip walk?
I wouldn't doubt it.
I've said that, and people have gotten so upset with me about that. But I've mentioned it many times that I can't even with my queen. I go back and forth with her, and not to attack with anyone with names, but Snoop Dogg, NWA, those that think they was the seed that really. When was we calling women bitches and whores before that? You know what I'm saying? When was we thinking it was okay to get with a girl and me and my homeboys, all of us got a hit? All of that directly came from that.
Well, we don't love these hoes.
Exactly, yeah.
Bitches ain't shit but hoes and
That's the
tricks.
one I beat.
Like,
it ain't fun if my homie don't get none. You know what I'm saying?
and it was just, yeah. And see, and
Luke was kind of like,
we wasn't fucking with Luke like that.
Yeah, Luke.
We wasn't fucking with Luke the way.
I think the guys like looking at the girls.
Yeah, that was about
Luke was
as far
cool.
as that
I mean,
went.
Luke.
Yeah.
Actually, Luke was the one of the first ones with the sex shit. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
with the
mean?
sex, yeah.
But NWA and them, they really came with the disrespect towards
Yes.
women, and the "we don't love them hoes"
Yeah.
was like a mantra that they
Yes.
had. Like, you know what I mean? And that was like saying we don't love the black woman. Basically, they're
That's
trying
what
to
it
say.
was.
Because the hoes they were talking about was not white girls and all this other shit. It was girls from around there, from Compton or Long Beach and all of this type of shit. And see, I could be mad at myself because I loved a lot of those songs.
Me too.
I danced in the club to those songs. I sang along to the shit, knowing that a part of me didn't feel good about it, but god damn, this beat is so hard. And do you hear the way that the bitches ain't shit? Do you hear the way it flows with the, you know what I mean?
yeah, I think it was resonating different with us though. Like our age group, it was resonating different.
It did, but at the same time, we could have boycotted it.
Nah,
We could have been like, nah, fuck
I
that.
knew those words was wrong.
I knew they was wrong.
Yeah,
and
I knew those words was wrong.
I knew it was wrong, but you still fucked with it
Yeah.
kind of anyway. So we have to be real about the shit that we help to proliferate.
We have to come to a point where we know that we might have been victimized ourselves because we were so young and the music had an influence over us. But like I tell guys that at some point you had a lot of us that sold crack, but we was kids. We was victimized. So when you get older, you act like that selling crack in that business you did when you was young, that's okay.
Even though you knew, even when I sell crack though, I knew it was wrong. But I feel like as you get older, your resolve and your discipline can get stronger. And I feel like they prey upon you when you're at that weaker point.
Yeah.
When the younger you are, the weaker your discipline is. Or at least that's the way they've made us to come up. And we don't really realize that we could have fucking been like, nah, fuck that, and just stayed strong. You don't realize that until you're much older.
You don't see the consequences and repercussions of your actions.